Once upon a time in a land filled with fast animals, there lived a turtle. The turtle was very sad because she was slow. She wanted to run and play like the other animals, but she just wasn't built for that. She was built for going slow and steady. The turtle would walk around her little pond every day, watching the rabbits and squirrels darting around her. They seemed so happy and free. The turtle longed to feel that way too, but she knew she was never going to be fast like them, so she just sat by her pond feeling sorry for herself. One day, while the turtle was wallowing in her little pond, she heard a giggle. She lifted up her head to see what was making the sound. And that's when she saw him. It was a fluffy white cloud shaped like a ball. It was bouncing around in the sky above her, seemingly having the time of its life. The turtle stared at the cloud, mesmerized by its carefree attitude. "I wish I could be like you," the turtle sighed. "I wish I could just float around all day without a care in the world." The cloud stopped bouncing and floated over to the edge of the pond. "Why do you want to be like me?" the cloud asked. The turtle looked up at the cloud and explained how much she envied its ability to roam freely through the skies. "I'm stuck here on the ground. While you get to experience all the wonders of the world from above, I wish I could see what's beyond the trees, or if there are other lands beyond the river. I'm tired of seeing the same four walls of this forest every day," the turtle lamented. The cloud listened patiently to the turtle's woes. "You know," the cloud finally said when the turtle was done talking, "you can actually do all those things you wish you could do." The turtle looked at the cloud, confused. "What do you mean?" she asked. "How could I possibly do any of those things? I'm just a slow, ordinary turtle," she said, gesturing to her shell. "Being a cloud is not ordinary," the cloud replied. "It's quite extraordinary, actually, if you ask me. But that doesn't mean you can't be extraordinary, too. You just have to think differently about it." The turtle was confused. She didn't know what the cloud was talking about. "I don't understand," she said. The cloud sighed. It knew explaining things to turtles was always difficult. They were just so stuck in their ways. But the cloud liked the turtle, so it tried anyway. "You're thinking about things the wrong way," the cloud said. "You think you're just a slow turtle who will never amount to anything? But what if I told you you're actually a turtle who can do something no other turtle can do? What if you were the first turtle to ever soar through the skies?" The cloud paused to let the idea sink in. "You don't have to be like me to be extraordinary," the cloud continued. "You just have to be you, only braver and more curious than you are now." The turtle thought about what the cloud had said. Maybe it was right. Maybe she didn't need to be a cloud to have fun. Maybe she could use her unique skills as a turtle to do extraordinary things. After all, she was a turtle who had never once left her little pond. The thought of seeing the world beyond her pond was exciting, but also terrifying. The turtle had never been away from her pond before. What if something happened to her out there? What if she never made it back home? The fear of the unknown was holding her back. The cloud noticed the turtle was getting upset and quickly changed tactics. "Look, I know you're scared, but you don't have to do this if you don't want to," the cloud said. "But if you really want to see what's beyond your pond, I can help you." The turtle looked up at the cloud in surprise. "You would do that for me?" she asked. The cloud nodded. "Of course I would. That's what friends are for, aren't they?" the cloud said with a smile. The turtle smiled back. "Well, then I guess I owe you big time," she said. "Thank you for being my friend." The cloud laughed. "Let's go then," the cloud said. "I'll show you the world." And with that, the cloud drifted closer to the water. The turtle took a deep breath and climbed onto the cloud. She was nervous, but also excited. This was going to be an adventure. As the cloud began to rise, the turtle closed her eyes tight. She didn't want to see anything yet. She needed to get used to the feeling of floating first. As they rose higher and higher, the wind whipped through the turtle's shell, making her feel lighter and freer than she'd ever felt before. When she was ready, she opened her eyes and gasped. The view was breathtaking. The turtle could see 4 miles in every direction. She saw the river winding through the forest like a silver ribbon. She saw fields of flowers that looked like a patchwork quilt. And she saw mountains that seemed to touch the sky. The turtle had never seen anything like it. The cloud laughed, enjoying the turtle's wonder. "Isn't it amazing up here?" it asked. The turtle nodded, still in awe at the beauty around her. It's so peaceful," she said. So quiet. I can't believe I've lived my whole life without ever seeing this. The cloud smiled. It knew exactly what the turtle was feeling. When it first started floating around the world, it had felt the same way. The cloud had been born in this forest, so it had never seen anything else either. But when it gained consciousness, it began to explore the world and had never been happier. I'm glad you're enjoying it, the cloud said. I want you to see even more, it added. And with that, the cloud began to move, taking the turtle with it. They floated over the river, past the mountains, and into the distance. The turtle had never been so happy. She was seeing more in one day than she had in her entire life, and she was doing it in a way she never thought possible. She was flying! They flew over valleys and plains, over rivers and lakes, over forests and mountains. They saw animals and plants that the turtle had only dreamed of. They saw fluffy white sheep, tall giraffes, heavy hippos, and chatty monkeys. They saw apple trees, banana trees, coconut trees, and date palms. They saw everything. The turtle was amazed at the beauty of the world. She couldn't believe there was so much more to see beyond her pond. She was so grateful to the cloud for showing her. As the sun began to set, the turtle and the cloud landed back at the turtle's pond. The turtle looked at the cloud, her eyes shining with gratitude. Thank you, she whispered. I'll never forget this. The cloud smiled. You're welcome, my friend, it said. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Remember, you can come visit me anytime you want. Just close your eyes, think of me, and I'll come pick you up. The turtle smiled back. I will. Thank you, she said, and with that, the cloud drifted away into the sunset. The turtle watched the cloud go, her heart full. She had seen more in one day than she had in her whole life, and she had made a friend in the process. The turtle was no longer sad. She was happy. She was happy because she had seen the world. She was happy because she had a friend. And most of all, she was happy because she realized that being ordinary was extraordinary. From that day on, the turtle was never the same. She still spent most of her time by her pond, but now she also spent time exploring the world. She would visit the cloud often, and they would fly all over the place together. The turtle was no longer afraid of the unknown. In fact, she was excited by it. She knew that no matter where she went or what she did, her cloud friend would always be there for her, and that knowledge gave her the courage to try new things and be herself. And that's the story of the turtle and his cloud friend.